Recent news in the physical media world has once again prompted a sky is falling reaction from many physical media collectors about the future of the formats. According to Bill Hunt over at the Digital Bits, Best Buy will reportedly no longer sell physical media as in both in-store and online. This change is scheduled to happen sometime in Q1 of 2024, which is actually relatively soon. And I know a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions and concerns, but once again, the last thing you should really be thinking about is the death of physical media, because really, this is an evolution of collecting physical discs. Make no mistake, it is an unfortunate development, and I am a big Best Buy fan. I often pick up exclusive steelbooks from them, and of course, other times I just like to go in the store and see what they have for sale. What this news does is it speaks more about the access of brick and mortar locations for collecting physical media than physical media itself. If you're a longtime fan of my channel, you know I am a big proponent of physical media, but I also have always had realistic goggles on as to where I see the market going forward in the years and many years to come. The fact is that collecting discs in 2023 and beyond will more and more require buying online. And I get it. I love going into a store. My wife and I talk about this all the time. The days of the past where you could go into a mall and it was lively and there was a lot of people and you just got the whole excitement of going into a store, picking up an item. But if you go into even your local mall today, I mean, they have a whole Dead Mall series that talks about this sort of thing. As for the future of physical media itself, I think a lot of people would agree that even if the studios themselves got tired or didn't want to handle releasing physical media, it will exclusively be handled by boutique labels such as Arrow Video, Criterion, Vinegar Syndrome, Kino Lorber, and many, many more. And you can sort of see this happening already. But here's the thing. Studios and labels like money. I know, big shock. And physical media sales are still a multi-billion-dollar industry worldwide. I'm sure if you would go outside to either neighbor to the left or right of you and ask them, chances are they don't collect physical media. Most people are just fine with basic viewing either on cable, streaming, or whatever. Even if you were to find a fellow physical media collector in your neighborhood, chances are, according to physical media charts that are released monthly, they would most likely be a DVD collector. Physical media fans that collect Blu-ray and especially 4K are certainly a niche. Just because something falls into the niche category doesn't mean that it doesn't make money, and whether you're a DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K collector, there's still massive interest out there. The sales of physical content must be high enough to continue releasing titles weekly. It certainly isn't out of habit or the goodness of their hearts. Just look at the resurgence of vinyl. VHS has been given an uptick in collectability in recent years, and there are more people that just like having physical items in their homes. I think headlines like this one are going to elicit knee-jerk reactions, which of course leads to, as I mentioned earlier, all this talk about the death of physical media. All you have to do is go online to Facebook, the various forums, Reddit, and really this is something that unfortunately is a byproduct of this kind of news. Disney is a company that is in turmoil and has radically reduced the amount of physical media offerings for many years now, and if rumors are to be believed, they're reversing course. We have the upcoming James Cameron releases, and there are many other titles that could possibly be making their way to physical media. Whether Disney handles these releases on their own, or, I don't know, maybe lends them out to other labels, that's to be determined. Meanwhile, studios such as Sony, Universal, Warner Brothers actively continue their support of physical media, despite some of these actively running streaming platforms. Do I believe that an inevitable death of all physical media is possible? To that, I say that in my lifetime, absolutely not. At the end of the day, people still like to have physical copies of entertainment or just physical anything in their homes, and I don't see that changing despite the quote-unquote shrinkage of those purchasing physical media. Money talks, and the revenue generated from physical media is still a significant factor. For die-hard physical media fans, quality is one of the biggest aspects of collecting. For some movie watchers, owning a DVD is good enough in regards to picture and audio. The same could be said for fans of streaming, where the movie itself is what counts, as opposed to the superior option in physical media. For those that collect Blu-ray and 4K, they want the best possible option in the picture and audio. Movie extras are also another benefit to physical media, and to an extent digital collectors, which are sorely missing on movies offered exclusively only on streaming services. So yes, Best Buy exiting the market will mean a possible new home for exclusive steelbooks and the loss of simply going to their store and buying a movie on new release Tuesday. it does not mean physical media is dead. The purpose of this video is to help alleviate any fears that physical media is going to die tomorrow. It's going to be many, many years before this hobby goes the way of the dodo. If you're a physical media collector, I would still feel pretty good about the state of physical media continuing for the very foreseeable future. In the comment section below, I will put a direct link to Bill Hunt's article in the Digital Bits. I really encourage you to head on over there and check it out. Thanks for listening, and keep in mind that while collecting is always evolving, it's not going away anytime soon.